would also, open inverted commas, worry about something smashing into my side, close inverted commas, stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington's daughter, Isabel, was interviewed for approximately 5 minutes. Stop. She was asked about any significant changes she had seen in her mother since the accident in January 2018. Stop. Isabel thought that the main problems were to do with her mother's reduced confidence and her difficulties with sleeping. Stop. She said, semicolon, open inverted commas, we can tell when she's tired, dash, she doesn't cope as well, comma, she's less resilient but not less patient, stop. Her work stress seems to get amplified and she's less sure of herself, closing inverted commas, stop. She said that they were aware when their mother had had a disturbed night and how it affected her ability to cope, stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington commented that she had tried hard to hide her difficulties from her family, but she was aware that she was struggling with things more and that perhaps her mood had been low at times. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said she also experienced strong feelings of anger towards the cyclist that had collided with her. Stop. She said that she now looked out for him and found his version of events very upsetting. Stop. She said, open inverted commas, I would like to talk to him about how difficult the last 2 years have been for me. Stop. He has no idea. Stop. Closing inverted commas. She continued, open inverted commas, I would like him to know I've been living in a fearful state the last 2 years. Closing inverted commas. Stop. She described further a feeling of, open inverted commas, needing to keep on top of things in case something awful happens. Close inverted commas. Stop. She explained how, open inverted commas, one little mistake on his part has had such a huge impact on me. Close inverted commas. Stop. She said that she still found talking about all this made her feel sick and angry. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington commented that one of the most difficult feelings was, open inverted commas, feeling isolated from people, dash, sitting in a group and not wanting to be there, dash, feeling sad and lonely inside, stop, closing inverted commas. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that she was expecting to have one further session with a neuropsychologist that she had seen with the aim of checking her memory. Stop. She said that the psychologist had diagnosed a mild traumatic brain injury, open brackets TBI, close brackets, and had acknowledged her symptoms, which she defined as being indicative of post-concussion syndrome. Stop. She said that the psychologist had attributed her sensitivities to noise and light, her symptoms of tinnitus, her anxiety and sleep disturbance, as all attributed to PCCS. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that she found it difficult to know what to do at the time of interview with regards to her work. Stop. She said that her work was difficult, but that she felt less resilient and wasn't sure if she should continue or hand in her notice. Stop. She said that the neuropsychologist had offered to help her with some of her difficulties with regard to fatigue and sleep management. Stop. New paragraph. At the end of the interview, Miss Everington described how she felt, saying, open inverted commas, everything is a threat, closing inverted commas. Stop. Heading summary. Paragraph. Miss Rachel Everington was cycling home from work following her normal route on the 30th of January 2018 when another cyclist crossed into her path unexpectedly, causing a collision. Stop. Miss Everington fell backwards off her bike, which landed on top of her. Stop. She recalled landing on her right hip and shoulder, and hitting her head on the road. Stop. After the collision, she was unable to move her neck and remained in the road until an ambulance took her to the Bristol Royal Infirmary. Stop. New paragraph. It's understood that Miss Everington was examined and discharged home later that evening, as a scan revealed that she had not fractured her neck. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that she went to see her GP a few days after the accident, and as she was experiencing symptoms of sickness and dizziness and some cognitive difficulties, she underwent a CT scan of the head. Stop. It is understood that she continued to have cognitive difficulties and was off work for 6 weeks because of all the difficulties she was experiencing. Stop. New paragraph. It's understood that Miss Everington's symptoms gradually improved, although the pain in the neck continued for some time, and some physiotherapy helped. Stop. In November 2019, Miss Everington was still experiencing problems with her right shoulder and was awaiting further treatment. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that she and her husband Paul had 3 children, all currently living with them at home in Bristol. Stop. Miss Everington described a difficult childhood because of her father's alcohol abuse and her parents separating in 1992. Stop. She said that her father had died, but her mother was still alive, and her husband's parents were still alive. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington also reported unexpectedly losing her younger brother through a drowning accident in 1999. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington reported having a good network of local friends. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington reported having recently returned to jogging, and at the time of interview had also returned to cycling to and from work. Stop. It is understood from Mr. Crowther's report that she had also returned to playing the cello. Stop. In paragraph, Miss Everington reported that she had been employed full-time at Bristol University, and in the last year had taken up post as Deputy Director of Marketing for the university. Stop. She said that her husband was a history teacher in a local secondary school. Stop. In paragraph, Miss Everington said that she was an experienced driver at the time of the accident and had no previous experience of traumatic road accidents. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that more recently she had seen a neuropsychologist and had undergone memory testing, which showed that her memory was working normally. Stop. She expected to see the neuropsychologist for further sessions to help with the symptoms of post-concussion syndrome. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington reported that she continued to experience difficulties with pain and stiffness in her right shoulder, and although she had adapted many activities of daily living, that it still disturbed her sleep, and she remained limited with regard to reduced strength in her right arm. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that she had reconnected with her friends, but she still found noisy environments such as bars and restaurants difficult to manage, and she preferred seeing her friends one-to-one rather than in a group. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington reported a range of psychological difficulties. Stop. She said that she had received 12 sessions of CBT shortly after the accident, which had helped, particularly with managing her symptoms of anxiety and sleep disturbance. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said she didn't think that she was depressed, but she later acknowledged that she did experience episodes of low mood, and her GP had recently prescribed sertraline, although she was unsure as to whether to start taking this. Stop. In paragraph, Miss Everington thought that she was more irritable at home, although her daughter Isabel thought that her mother's main problem lay with her reduced confidence and resilience, particularly with regard to work stress. Stop. She was also aware that her mother was having difficulty sleeping. Stop. New paragraph. Miss Everington said that despite returning to driving and cycling, she had become a very cautious driver